What up? What up? And we already got people.
What up? Yes, sir.
Damn. That looks like Spanish. Can you translate, bro?
It is Spanish. Oh yeah, I got you. I got you. Ah, look at that. I guess I got used for my talents. uh, he says, "Oh, hello from Spain." That he and his 7-year-old are waiting for the new episode. They're big fans of Dragon Ball Deliverance since the start.
Ah, sick. That's sick.
Yeah, dude.
Can you tell me what to say? Like, let's say like thank you or whatever, or like, you know, just like a sentence.
I mean, you can say muchas gracias.
Uh-huh. That's it?
And you can, it's like, you can say, that's like saying thanks a lot.
Uh-huh.
And then you can say, you can say, I hope you're ready for more. You can say like, espero que estés preparado para más.
Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. So let's Jesus. I'll just keep it as muchas gracias. There you go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, man. People are excited, bro.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Deliverance is just peak, you know. So is the audio fine for both of us and the music? Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I think they can hear you as well. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. So I'll be you know, shading. That's like the last phase that I'm in with the scene. You know, everything has been already animated, sketched, cleaned, and I'm just, you know, shading what's left. And I'm gonna be working on this shot, lip syncing, just shading the mouth here, and then getting on Kibito in the background, and then that shot is done. And then I will be working on this shot next, which is also lip sync, a little turn talking, a little.
That's the main villain, right?
Yeah, that's Daiko.
Daiko, yeah.
Yeah, he was there since episode 1 of Deliverance.
Yes, sir. I'm terrible with names. That's why I had to ask.
Oh, that's fine. Dude, so many damn layers, bro. That's crazy.
I know, but man, the work is gonna be good from when the episode comes out. It's gonna be peak fiction.
Hell yeah. I'm very like curious what the reactions are gonna be.
So when did you actually start working for Deliverance? Was it like episode 4?
Well, the thing is, in episode 4, I didn't have a scene. I only made the it's forgettable. That's why you're probably not gonna know. But there was like a little animation after the there's like a scene before the intro animation, and I did the intro animation. And
nice.
This time, if there's gonna be an intro animation, I don't even know. I have the scene before that this time. It's literally like, yeah, it's an interaction between Daiko and Kibito, as you can see.
Nice. Yep.
I don't know if there's gonna be an intro animation. I may actually do a new one for them if they want me to. I think Tom asked me. I'm not sure though. We'll see, we'll see. I did the last one literally 2 days before the upload of episode 4.
Dang.
Yeah, so I should be fine even if they tell me last minute.
Mm.
Alright, where the fuck is my pen? Oh, Jesus Christ, all the way over there.
Curse word of the day.
Alright.
So without throwing a spoiler, because obviously this is a spoiler-free zone.
Yeah, 100%.
What are you most excited about for now? Like,
I'm like in Deliverance, Oop is my favorite character.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm not speaking for this episode. I'm speaking in general. I'm just looking forward to whatever his next fight or something is gonna be. You know what I mean? I'm just looking forward to his scenes because I just like him the most.
Yeah.
Like episode 2, Oop was just badass, bro. I don't know if you remember the way he was like tanking the blast on his chest. When I saw that back then, I was like standing up. That shit was crazy.
Nah, dude. Like, I just love how the amount of improvement you can see in each episode. It's like every single episode you can see just the amount of improvement in animation, in the voice acting, and everything.
Yeah, 100%, and that's like the goal, you know. They're just trying to up their level every episode, and they do.
Nah, dude. Nah, they go like one step like further all the time. It's crazy.
Yes, sir. Hold on.
And dude, this is like, I don't even remember how what year did they start with the first episode?
Dude,
like, what,
I have no idea. I have absolutely no clue. That is something we gotta ask Tom whenever he joins again.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's been a while, man. They've been on the game for a hot minute. And, you know, core members were already doing stuff before that, just not Deliverance.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, is it snowing where you're at?
No, it's probably because of the fan.
Dude, it is like the past few days, it's been just completely white everywhere. Like, I only like snow when I'm inside and I can just like look at it from my window. But like, it's so damn cold right now, dude.
Not bad.
And I always enjoyed like looking at the snow when it's like night. I don't know, it's just majestic.
You know, unfortunately, we don't really get like snow where I'm from. Like in Puerto Rico, we don't get snow at all. Like, it's a tropical island, so
Like too warm.
if it starts snowing here, yeah, it's too warm. If it starts snowing here, that's a problem. Like, it's like, oh my god, climate change is really it's really ramping up.
Okay. Damn. Yeah, then I don't know, you know, because we talked once about, you know, going to specific countries and stuff. I don't know if you're gonna enjoy the cold.
Oh, dude, I love the cold.
You do?
Yeah. The
Okay.
thing is, I don't like bone freezing, can't move, my tongue being stuck on a pole cold. That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
Looking like a Looney Tunes character.
Damn, bro, my PC is
Looney
laggy.
Tunes.
Yeah, what?
Speaking of Looney Tunes, bro, I don't know what it is, but One Piece is slowly starting to become like one of my favorite animes of all time again. Like, Jesus.
I didn't Did I know you were into One Piece? I don't remember you ever talking about it, really.
Yeah, I am. Trust me, I love One Piece.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I just forgot. So you're like caught up and stuff?
Oh, yeah, dude.
That's cool, that's cool. I'm not really, you know, that caught up with it, unfortunately. But I've seen some stuff, you know, I know roughly what's going on.
Yeah. No, man, that's just honestly like good shit. It's some good shit.
Yeah.
But then again, you can't really take my opinion to heart because unfortunately I'm not the type. I don't like Attack on Titan, so like.
Wait. Can you repeat that? I didn't fully hear what you said.
Oh yeah, that I don't like Attack on Titan.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is criminal.
Yeah, it's yeah. I've been told. Don't worry.
That's
All
that.
my friends are
Yeah.
like, dude, that's like offending me, and that's a problem. I don't like people offending me.
Yeah. You know what? I don't know if I can have you in the project anymore, bro. Like that opinion.
Damn, that's crazy.
That opinion
That's crazy.
is too political, bro. Nah, jokes aside, bro. Wait, what did you not like about Attack on Titan again?
Man, I don't know. I feel like I just don't like too much tragedy in story.
Really?
And freaking Attack on Titan is just that, it's just tragedy.
I mean, yeah, bro. For me, what I only like season 1 through 3. I think what happened after was just, I don't know. It just changed the vibe, I feel like, and I didn't really like it much. So yeah, did you like watch everything or?
Yeah, I watched it throughout the entire seasons.
Okay, well,
I watch all the seasons. Yeah.
what do you think, like the comparison between season 1 and let's say season 4?
Oh, dude, the entirety of the story is just like, being honest with you, the story is amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you, but man, do I get pissed off at Aaron all the damn time.
I mean, I actually
it.
don't. I only get pissed off at him in the later seasons because he was just not making sense to me anymore.
Nah, dude was just already gone. Like, he was already completely gone. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Dude already had like the biggest agenda in his life. He wanted that smoke with everybody at that point.
Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just, you know, maybe I misunderstood something, but for me it was kind of like the, you know, I did something wrong but now I gotta, like, you know, finish what I've started. It's like, do you though? You know, you could just stop. Like, yeah, you know, you killed hundreds of people, I guess, but it's like, doesn't mean that you have to finish the rest.
I know, right?
Yeah, that was the part that I didn't like, but maybe I just missed a detail. But season 1 was peak, bro.
Yeah, no, season 1 was great. I did enjoy season 1. The introduction and everything, how it all started and all that stuff. Yeah, no, it was great.
There you go.
But fucking season 3 and up really fucked me over for some reason.
Yeah.
Can it get it any more tragic? Hold my beer. Hold my beer. I got you. Don't worry. You want to get pissed off at everybody? I got you.
It was sad, man.
Sad is an understatement. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
My only like. Every time I look at Attack on Titan, for some reason I just like comparing it to Game of Thrones for some odd reason.
I never watched it.
You didn't, bro?
Nah.
Game of Thrones is like everybody just dies. Just everybody dies.
All right. I heard like later on it gets bad.
It does, it really does.
Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, okay. Actually, those are his colors. I thought. Wait. I don't know. No, Namekians. I don't think they have a blue or like purple tongue. Do they? I don't know. I mean,
I don't think so.
The character sheet doesn't say it. He has, so. The part not a lot of people see, the animation process. You're goddamn right. The part that nobody is interested in. But it happens, and then, you know, like people don't want to see how long it takes, but then they're gonna complain of how long it takes, you know? Yeah, but on top of that also, I'm just slow as fuck. I'm super slow.
I mean...
Especially when I'm talking.
I would...
Yeah, what did you want to say?
No, I think it's just I wouldn't say you're slow. You just want to be as precise as possible.
No, I mean maybe, but I'm genuinely not fast. Like I'm slow. I'm really slow. Like for me, I get distracted very easily when I'm talking. A lot of times I just sit there and I'm just too locked in on the conversation, you know what I mean? And I don't draw.
Yeah.
Like even right now while I'm talking, like trying to concentrate on what I'm doing is difficult. I don't know, I'm not really good at it. That's why, like for example, today I only have you here instead of like let's say 2 or 3 people. It's because otherwise I don't think I'm gonna be making progress otherwise. I mean you're gonna go soon as well, right?
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
Couple
relaxing for a bit until I have to go.
Yeah.
So I know we're you're doing your stuff for Deliverance, but how is
Super Hero?
How are you feeling with the progress for Super Hero?
Well, the teaser is literally like a few shots away from being done. Like they just need to be composited. It's not, you know, it's not witchcraft. It's, you know, very straightforward. But I just recently ran into an issue with an effect, and my deadline for Deliverance is coming up this month anyway. So I was like, might as well, you know, focus on that, and I'll just figure it out in the meantime. And then once I'm done, there's something else that I'm gonna have to do as well. There's another small scene that I have, but I should be able to juggle that with Super Hero. Shouldn't be all too crazy. It's like, definitely. I think it might just be like 10 seconds, and it's not even like with proper shading or anything like that. Like, you know, the other project I'm involved in. I don't know, you know, if I'm allowed to mention it. That's why I'm not mentioning it.
Yeah.
Like the name.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, we don't want to. Like I said, this is spoiler-free zone.
Exactly. Have you seen the One Punch Man fan animation that came out like 2 days ago or something?
No, I haven't actually.
Dude, there is one. It got like already within 2 days, like 2 million views or whatever.
Yeah.
It is probably one of the, like, I'm gonna dare to say one of the most viral fan animations I've ever seen. Like, I've never seen a fan animation grow that fast, and it is also because it has a lot of controversy on Twitter. I'm not gonna go too much into it, but the main complaint is too many impact frames. But like, it's just people complaining, which there's, you know, the controversy is a kind of like one side is like, oh, you know, this has too many impact frames, this is bad or whatever, and the other side is like, why are you complaining, this is a fan animation. Me personally, like, I'm not, as I said, I'm not gonna go too much into it, but for me, all I can say like about that topic is I stand like somewhere in the middle where like I'm not against feedback or criticism at all. Like for me, for example, I literally anytime I do something, like literally anytime I do something for example, Superhero, literally every time I send it to someone in the team and ask for feedback, because like first of all, yes, because I want to do it right, but like I think without criticism you're not going to be able to improve much, you know, like you need second opinions, you know. And for me especially, I don't really trust myself all that much with my choices, like art wise here and there. Like sometimes I'm unsure, is that shape correct or is that color correct, whatever, and then I just, you know, get a second opinion. So for me, I don't have anything against people giving feedback or something. The only part where I'm like, you know, where I say that's wrong is when people over criticize, like when it's like they're nitpicking about really unnecessary stuff, you know, where it's like they act like they I don't know, bro, it's like, bro, just scroll. Like literally just move on with your day and scroll, like it's not that deep. But dude, but I gotta say,
gatekeepy.
Yeah, I gotta say though, like the animation itself, you know, just cool stuff, man. Like that's something personally, like I think I've also seen like artists, you know, judge it and stuff, and I'm like, when I see an animation on or art that I don't think is good, but I can tell there was a lot of love and like effort put into it,
dedication,
I'm not gonna shit on it. I'm gonna like try to motivate, you know, and give good feedback. A lot of times I even ask before I give feedback, because not everyone takes criticism well, unfortunately. And for me it's like I ask before just so, to judge, is it worth it, you know what I mean? I don't do that always, but when I can, I ask before I give criticism. Yeah, but I hope, you know, they're not gonna get too discouraged by Twitter. Twitter is just, you just gotta turn off the notifications. Just turn off the notifications.
Twitter's a cesspool, let's be honest.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, just always support artists no matter how good they are, because we're not gonna have a lot of them left in the future. AI is getting more and more. So the fuck are you doing shitting on artists? But yeah, man, I hope to see more fan animations, man. Like, I feel like the past years it's been pretty quiet, to be honest. Like, I've only seen One Piece fan animations. And they're good, but it's like I'm not really too deep into One Piece. I don't really care all that much. So it's kind of like, yeah, I just hope there's more Dragon Ball fan animators that will like work on big projects, you know.
I feel that, honestly. It's probably just because of the lack of like overall content from Dragon Ball itself, so.
That's true, dude. I mean, for an anime that is not even going right now, I think at least, you know, of course, my For You page and all that stuff is like, obviously when you watch a lot of Dragon Ball, you're gonna get Dragon Ball content, right? Like, I can't really say unbiased, like, oh, Dragon Ball is still so relevant, because at the end of the day, I'm seeing my For You page. So, of course, it's gonna seem like it has relevance nowadays. But I would still say, like, if Dragon Ball comes back and it's good, then I think we're gonna have more good stuff coming out, more Dragon Ball fan animations and stuff.
I would hope, you know.
Yes, sir. Greg, are you like an animator too, or an artist? Because if you are, then yes, 100%, you should not get discouraged by AI. Not at all. I think
No, keep doing your thing.
I think it will still take some time until people don't care about like artists and, like, you know, proper art and animation. I think there's still a long way until then. I heard someone make an example with photos, you know, that painters, I don't know, of course, how true it is, but it sounds logical to me that when photos were invented, like cameras, and you can like take a photo, painters, I guess, were upset about it because it takes away their, you know, I guess, job, whatever, you know, or whatever professions were there before photos and videos and stuff. But we still have them nowadays, you know, people who paint and people who draw and all that stuff, even though, like, I'm saying, like, realistic, you know. So maybe it's gonna be like that as well for animation. You're gonna have a lot of AI slop, but you're still gonna have people like us and also professional animators who will you know, just do their thing and people still respect it. All right. There's people on TikTok saying to me I'm using AI with Sora 2, for example, on my teaser, but the teaser was like 1 year, 1.5. Yeah, I remember the teaser, I think. Yeah, I mean, I think I don't have many AI comments, to be honest. I had like maybe 1 or 2 times where someone said, you know, is this AI or whatever. But I totally understand the feeling, like it offends you, especially if you're the one who drew it. It's like, bro, open your eyes. Fuck. My Google. There you go.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Freaking Cell in this game is busted, man.
You still playing that Dragon Ball game?
Yeah. Unfortunately, when it comes to Dragon Ball, I'm such a... What's the proper word? I don't want to say kiss ass, because then I'll insult myself. I'm such a huge fan.
Huge fan?
I'm a huge fan.
What the fuck? I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
It means that I'm giving this game way too much credit. That's what it's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. this game ain't even that fun. It's not that crazy fun, but I'm such a fan
Well,
of Dragon Ball that my brain is just
I see,
designed
I
that
see.
way.
I was thinking about downloading it, but if you say it's not even that fun, then
The thing is, like, if you're a fan of League of Legends
no.
or the League of Legends like style, then yeah, you'll like the game. But like, yeah, it's the game will treat you like complete and utter trash if you play wrong. They just released Broly, and Broly's a broken powerhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Gekishin is pretty fun, Pat. All right. I mean, I'll see. I'll see.
Yo, wait, is that BM animation?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. Bro, I can't wait for his fan animation to come out, bro.
Yeah.
Dude's got a solid cast of people in there, bro.
Yeah, I really liked in the teaser, like the first shots, I think it was Cooler or some like a Frieza soldier or whatever.
Yeah.
Inside the ship, I like the shots there.
Bro, I can't wait for those guys to go crazy.
Hell yeah.
I mean, he can get overpowered depending if he stacks up enough with the snowball. If he gets enough kills, dude is literally a one-shotting machine. Like he's insane. I've seen that man just two-tap people with his abilities, and I'm just like, you know what? It's all you, bro. It's all you. You got it. Oh damn, Blue, you are at 57 something subscribers, dude. What the hell? Yeah, you are 57.8K. God.
I know it's gonna sound very I don't know. I think it should have been more at this point. I should have uploaded more. I'm not satisfied at all with that number.
I mean, when part 2 comes out, I'm sure you'll bust up. But obviously, dude, you've been busy with a lot of stuff, so you weren't like, you can't really force consistency when there's so many things blocking you.
Yeah. This year,
Yeah, but dude,
this year, well, it's on a good track. Like this year is, I'm very positive, minded when it comes to, I mean, obviously, Super Hero is gonna come out this year. I think it should be obvious for everyone in our team.
Yep.
And Deliverance is coming out this year as well.
Dude,
it's great stuff.
This year is gonna be stacked.
Hell yeah.
This year's gonna be crazy stacked. But not gonna lie, when BM Animation as well, when he releases his animations,
when is it coming out? And does it have an English dub? I hope it has an English dub.
It does have an English. It does have an English dub.
Okay.
And he has a great cast of people that I know that they are gonna perform like crazy. He has so many great people in that cast.
That's good.
Yeah, dude.
Did you guys talk at all about the Genki Damatsuri this month? I think I streamed like 1 or 2 days ago. I mentioned it briefly. I don't know much about it. I just know there's going to be 2 major announcements and 1 game announcement. What I hoped is it's going to be 1 movie announcement and 1 anime announcement, or 1 anime announcement and 1 manga announcement. And I hope it's not going to be, there's a lot of people who want Daima to continue. I personally don't think that is the right choice because it kind of I'm not 100% sure, but based on what I remember, it was I think the word is retconning. Like it had a lot of retcons, I think, or whatever it's called. Basically, when things are kind of inconsistent with the story that happened before, and in general, it's like it doesn't really. It's a fun story to have, but I think it should just stay its own little story, and it shouldn't be milked. I think what should happen is just they either adapt the manga from the Moro arc and just ignore the superhero manga stuff, or they just literally just do something new, not super related, and it is starting from the end of Dragon Ball Z when, you know, there was that time skip, and it is basically and it doesn't connect to GT or anything like that. It just does something new, and just something great. That's like the scenarios that I want. I'm not really trying to see any Daima milking or something like that. I don't want to see a Dragon Ball Super remake at all, because literally I want something new. Like, I want something good and new. I'm not trying to see any more super stuff, except if it continues. That's the only scenario where I'm okay with it.
Man, he just wants the Moro arc. He doesn't even. You don't even like. Do you like the granola?
No, but
Yeah.
I think the granola arc. Holy shit! I mean, bro, Black Frieza, Golden Frieza. Like, could you not come up with a new design for the form? I understand if Frieza gets a new form, you know, because I guess Frieza got Golden Frieza. Maybe it just got a little boring. Frieza always had his thing with his forms. I think for Frieza it makes the most sense to have a new form, because he already had that thing going in Z with his first form, second form, third form, final form. You know what I mean? Like, that made sense to me that Frieza would get a new form, because that was just his thing. And but the problem I have is that it did not do it the way they did it in Z, where each form is a new alien-ish design. Yeah. But in Super, they're doing just recolors. Bro, doing recolors for a Saiyan, while I personally don't like that either, it's more understandable because you have kind of like a human... It's not human, it's Saiyan, but you like human body, you know what I mean? And you cannot do all that. Yeah. You can't go too much out of the box with the designs, right? But for Frieza, bro, he's an alien. You could get so much inspiration from whatever alien movies or anything else with like designs. There are also cool fan designs out there, you know what I mean? And it's like the fact that they didn't do anything with the design and they just recolored his final form is crazy to me, you know? And then we have Ultra Ego Vegeta, which just... He didn't do shit at the end of the day, you know? And it's just Frieza pulling up at the end. And then True Ultra Instinct. Goku got his Ultra Instinct hair being black again. Like, what was that arc?
I don't know, to be fair.
Yeah, that I don't like that arc, but if they adapt it and then continue from there, better than just remaking completely Super, because we watched Super, we don't need to see it again.
Yeah.
I just noticed while I was talking, that's the thing that I meant. Like, when I talk, I can't animate. That's why I don't like to like stream all that much, just because I don't know, I just don't make progress. I'm just too passionate when I talk. Anyways.
My bad.
No, it's not, bro. It's not you. It's literally me, right? It's not you. Because I like the solution to this. The solution to this is not don't talk. The solution to this is I should get used to talking while animating. You know?
Yeah. No, I will say that I wish Frieza would have gone like maybe like a cooler transformation. Not cooler, but I mean like Cooler his brother.
I mean, do you mean like kind of like inspired by like how Cooler his transformation kind of looked, or like?
Yes.
I don't think they should
Yeah.
do it too similar, but like for me that's kind of what I meant, like just doing something like with the actual like shape of the body, like changing elements of the body, you know what I mean, and not just changing the color. That's something like I think especially you can do that more. You can mistake, yeah, hold on, I got you. Cameraman number 1. But make sure you mute yourself, bro, because I don't want like sometimes I can hear you even though you're like, you know, so make sure you're muted. All right, let's move him in here. But you're gonna have your name displayed on stream, I'm just letting you know. So if you're not cool with that, then leave the voice chat. All right. Actually, it's cutting off at the on the right. I guess that's fine. All right. But yeah, like hit the mute button so you don't accidentally, you know, so that there's no accidental sounds. There you go. All right. We got some new messages in chat. Let's see. What's up, Yasukaim? Sorry if I say your name wrong. To me, Daima's continued, you know, the word is separate from any other series. Yeah, and I think it should stay like that, and I think it should not try to connect anything. It should just, and I don't even think it should continue, you know what I mean? I think it's just a little fun side thing. We appreciated it, and we should just touch it anymore. Yeah, I wouldn't mind keeping Daima going. You know, yeah. Everyone has their different opinion. For me, I just don't think Daima should not be the focus for me, in my opinion. It's just, I don't know. Daima just did not feel like it made a lot of sense. I don't know. Like the fact that they completely ignored that Gohan existed, for example, like it just, Daima to me seems like something, it's kind of like, hey, let's do this little story. Cool. Okay. Let's move on, you know. But if they afterwards say, hey, let's continue it, it's kind of like, you know, trying to make something out of something that wasn't meant to be more. That's how it's probably gonna feel like. That's kind of what Super Hero Part 2 is. It's kind of like Part 1 wasn't supposed to be that big. It was just supposed to stay its 5-minute animation and then we move on. But because people wanted more, I'm now milking something that isn't even meant to continue. So, like, yeah. It's just when you already have stuff in there that doesn't make sense and you're trying to continue it, it's just, you know, not the best choice. I'll do it anyway, right? Because we're too far in, and there's a lot of insane animation in there. So I'm gonna finish Part 2, but yeah, don't bet on a Part 3 or something like that. Like I have so many like cool video ideas that I want to do, and I just don't want any big project holding me back anymore. I mean, people have been asking for tutorials for years now, and I just can't really do it because it, you know, just got other stuff. What's up, Pedro? How you doing, bro?
How you doing, Pedro.
You're not hearing the audio, by the way. That's on purpose. At least you're not supposed to hear it. I don't know if you can hear, but you're not supposed to hear it. I don't have any audio thing connected to it from the file. Working on commissions and stuff as usual. I know you're busy too. Oh yeah, I'm seeing like you're always working on commissions or like thumbnails and stuff. Cool stuff. And here and there like animations. Yeah, man. Dude, lip syncing is like you're just gonna get like you're just gonna hear those voice lines in your head when you go to sleep, bro. Because you gotta replay it 100 times because you're trying to time it. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get back on my moral arc animation. Yeah, dude. Looking forward to it. And feel free to, you know, if you want feedback, you know, just in case you want to before you upload it, feel free to hit your boy up and I can maybe give some
free advice.
Yeah. What's up, Antonio? I mean, you're not hearing me as you said, but still, what's up? Just context for people, because that's just something I keep forgetting. People don't know a lot of things that are happening in the background, so I'll just say it here. And I'll probably have to say it every stream, but I don't mind. So Antonio is one of the team members of Super Hero and also Dragonball Deliverance. In the chat, we have Jojo in the voice chat, aka JB Zayas. And he is the Gohan voice actor of my fan animation, and he is also in Deliverance. And we got cameraman number 1 in the chat. He's also in both projects. And also, in case people are like wondering, if you go to the description, you have a little bit of info what's going on. I described there that, like, you know, I'm working on Deliverance and also addressed Super Hero a little bit, just so you have a little bit of context. All right.
Man is working his ass off.
Who? Me? Oh, what's up, Jace?
Yeah.
How you doing, bro? Oh man, dude, this is so cool. Like seeing people that I know, like from the internet on stream. I didn't even think about that. That's fun. How you doing, bro? Any like projects you're working on? I don't know if you know Jose, but I was part of Jace little Sparking Zero collab. I had like a little
yeah, of course.
The Goku Kaioken animation. I never shared it on YouTube.
Versus.
Yeah, that's also something like if you don't follow me on Instagram, you're like missing a bunch of stuff because I don't even upload everything on YouTube.
Yeah, I remember, dude. I remember freaking Gohan just obliterating poor Kaioken Goku.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this matchup is not fair. Was he the one that made the... Wait, who was it? Was it Aluwadi that made the Kappa versus Gogeta one?
No, that was a Late Shift Studios, like, its own project.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know, I saw like a lot of outlandish fights. I was like, damn, these fights look kinda unfair to me.
He did like in the Sparking Zero collab, he did Goku Black versus Broly, I think. And then and then Kallion did Gohan versus Broly, and I did Gohan versus early Z Goku.
Damn, everybody's a fan of Gohan apparently.
Wait, why? No, did I say Gohan 3 times? No, 2 times, right?
Yeah, you said 3 Gohans, bro.
No, okay, no, listen. It was me doing Gohan versus early Z Goku, then Kallion doing Gohan versus Z Broly, and then Alawadi doing not Z Broly, like Super Broly, and then Alawadi
Super Broly versus Goku Black.
Exactly, versus Goku Black, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
If you guys haven't checked it out, if you guys haven't checked it out, I don't know. Actually, let me see if I can find the link. Jace. I hope the video is still up. Let's see.
Yes, you should.
There you go. Yeah.
Gohan is actually, I'll admit that there were moments where I hated Gohan with all my heart and soul.
Really?
Yeah.
In what moments?
Cell Saga, when he literally almost fumbled the entire fucking thing. He had a Vegeta moment, and he's like, let me make him suffer a little bit. And I'm like, Gohan, please, for the love of God. Don't be doing this right now. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Please, Gohan, I need this.
Please. So I'm like, dude, I was like, Jesus Christ, please not like this, Gohan. And I'm like, I hope that he learned this lesson. Fast forward 3-4 years later against Super Buu, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Gohan, please. Please. And then I want to know how the hell he could not catch a simple Patara earring.
I think everyone,
like, oh God, Gohan.
Everyone is salty about that.
Bro, I'm like 100% sure that Gohan and Goku turning into like Gokhan or whatever they were actually gonna, like, whatever name they were gonna come up with would have been so good.
I prefer Vegito for sure. I mean, yes, but like that fusion is just more fun in general. Like Goku and Gohan as a fusion is not really that. Like it would be fun in a way, but I don't know. I don't even know if I ever want Gohan to fuse with someone, because I don't know. He doesn't really, like, personality wise, he doesn't really add much, I think, to a fusion. Like, sure, power wise, but personality, I think fusions have always been fun. I don't know.
I mean,
except for Gogeta. Gogeta is just kind of like, he just wants to kill you.
Yeah. Unless we're talking about Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, then he's freaking Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is like the biggest clown in this entire freaking like fusion arc, bro. Like he's such a damn clown. Have you ever like? Did you finish GT at any moment?
I never watched it fully. I watched like pretty much starting from where Super Saiyan 4 was becoming a thing, but it has been a hot minute. I don't know every detail.
Bro, let me tell you right now. this dude, Gogeta Super Saiyan 4, did a Naruto clone jutsu.
I know.
And was about to shoot, quadruple Kamehameha towards Omega Shenron. And I'm like, damn,
dude,
that's
I
it.
remember
It's over.
before Super was a thing, that was like, there were so many people just who were saying like, you know, like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was like the strongest, the most like just badass character. I don't know, like I think like later on Vegito became more popular, especially with I guess Super, because of Vegito Blue or whatever. But like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was like that was a big topic, for at least based from, you know, my like friends and stuff. Like before Super came out, we were talking about that.
Now, the thing is, like, even the video games would make Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 like the most busted character. Like, dude was too strong. Like, Budokai 3, Tenkaichi 1, 2, and 3. Like, Jesus, dude was just a freaking menace. Even in Sparking Zero, he retained most of the things he did in Tenkaichi, like 1, 2, and 3.
Adam said, "Is the reason you hate Gohan sometimes because he wasn't training? My least favorite version of Gohan is Dragon Ball Super Gohan." I mean, I guess he's talking to you, but I can also like answer, I guess.
See, my issue is that I don't have an issue with Gohan's like stopping to train, like not training at all, because he's more of a human than a Saiyan. Let's be honest. He rather have a normal human just life than just be like Goku and train and protect everybody and all that stuff. He views fighting as an obligation, not a desire or a want. So I understand why he doesn't train, or he would rather just do the things that he's doing now, like being a scholar, being a family man, even though that he has this moments where he's just too preoccupied with his job.
Yeah.
But like, that's not my problem. My problem is that when he does fight, my man likes to fumble way too much. And this is apparent. Even he almost fumbled in Dragon Ball Super Hero 2. My man was already feeling. He felt like he was hot shit when he transformed and kicked freaking Cell Max to the stratosphere over there. It literally took freaking Piccolo like, "Yo, my boy, get your shit together. Shoot him, please. You're across the map. Shoot him with a sniper."
I think. I don't know. It's the same thing with Fusion Reborn, like with Gogeta. It's like the thing the movie is building up to kind of is like a 1-minute scene. I don't know. That's some like Superhero in general. The movie was just, it's fun, but it's not. I just don't hope it's gonna be more of that. First of all, CGI. Sure, it was good CGI, but it's like we always prefer hand drawn. And then, yeah, I mean, fuck. Like, the story just did not feel relevant to me. I don't know. It just wasn't really relevant. It was just kind of like a wholesome, funny, but it's nothing like major. I don't know. It never felt like Cell Max was actually a threat, to be honest. Never felt like it. Yeah. There was one moment where he was doing that giant like ball of energy where it was like almost the size as the planet, or like half the size or something like that. That was intimidating.
Yeah,
that's about it. That's about it. But even then, like Piccolo saying, "Oh, you know, I don't even know if Goku and Vegeta would have defeated him." I mean, shut the fuck. Come on, bruh. Come on. Like that was just gaslight. That was just like trying to make Gohan feel good. That was just kind of like trying to motivate Gohan to train more.
I mean, I guess it worked. I will say that we did get one of the best panels in the manga. Just Goku and Gohan in their best forms. Well, quote unquote best forms, because Goku still has true Ultra Instinct, but
fuck all. I hope they're just gonna completely forget about that and just like, I don't know, man. Like, Super really ruined forms, if I'm being honest, man.
I will say this: seeing Goku shoot a mouth blast was
You did?
kind of surprising. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah.
I mean, they should be able to do that. He should be able to shoot blasts from anywhere of his body, and you can take that how you want. But like, he was shooting a Kamehameha from his feet in Classic, so not too surprising. Not too surprising if he's doing it from his mouth. Like, it's key control. Like, he can, like, you know, like the key is the energy, you know, in his body, right? So. And like, why would it only come out of his hands? You know what I mean? It's kind of like he just makes it from his hands because he's, first of all, it looks cool. It like, you know, it just looks good. And second, it's just kind of like as if you're launching a ball, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, you're not launching a ball with your mouth or with your feet, right? You're not shooting someone with your feet or with your mouth. You do it with your hand or your fingers. That sounds like a random ass take. I don't know, but you'll hear me ramble when sometimes.
Yeah. I feel there's a part of me that I would have wished if Super Hero came out before Broly.
Why?
Because, let's be honest. Be honest with me. Like, which movie do you prefer, Broly or Super Hero?
Broly.
Exactly. Yeah. Because the thing about Super Hero is that they just went into like more of a slice of life aspect to it, giving a little bit more like more story, humanity, and stuff like that. But let's be honest, Broly was just pure, just battle tragedy. You get the backstories of Broly and all these people. You get Bardock and everything. A fan favorite, by the way. Bardock is a fan favorite, surprisingly.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
for me,
geez.
I think Dragon Ball Super Broly time was just the best time for a Dragon Ball fan to be alive, because it was just we just got done with Super, and like, it was the craziest hype ever, right? At least for me, like, you know, I know there are a couple of people who may like not like Super, but for me, at least, you know, I was like, what, 15, 16, I don't know, 17, something like that. And I was just so hyped about like the ending of Super and stuff. And I mean, I was watching the final episode with a friend. I remember that day was very special. And dude, not too long after that, just seeing the Broly trailers, or like during that time period, like seeing the Broly trailers, and you know, and then seeing that movie in the theater with just Dragon Ball fans. Like, back then, going to an anime movie in the theater was not really that normal. I don't know, like nowadays it seems a lot more normal with Demon Slayer and like Chainsaw Man and stuff. It feels a lot more mainstream, but I think back then, like, I felt, bro, it wasn't even airing at my local like cinema. I had to go to a specific city to watch it. But the experience, the experience was, there was just nothing like it, bro. What's up, Sarah? Why do I feel like I know who you are just because of the way you wrote it. But I'm just gonna assume it's a coincidence.
Bro, why do I feel like I know this person too?
Yeah. Hold on, watch out though. Don't say like the name.
Oh no, don't worry. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the other thing, I feel like the only thing I can say is, what the hell is even that? That's all I can say about all that.
We might be wrong. We might be wrong.
We might be wrong. That depends on the answer, but you know.
The type of motion Broly would have if it came out in 2025, I actually think that's fair, a fair take, because sure, Dragon Ball Super Broly was like super big when it came out, but anime movies are as big as like never before or whatever, you know what I mean? Like nowadays it's just as big as ever, you know? So I think saying that if it came out this year, for example, or last year, it would have been bigger, I don't disagree with that necessarily. There are a lot of there are a lot more people watching anime movies in the theater now.
For real. Like for real. It's taken over, bruh. Like Demon Slayer was a freaking success. Chainsaw Man was pretty.
Dude,
pretty good, not gonna lie to you.
Chainsaw Man was crazy.
Yeah. I every day, every second of my life, I hate Makima more and more, by the way, just saying, you know, like every single day of my life.
She's weird. Like she's very mysterious, weird, unpredictable. I was the only thing I can say about her is that I don't really trust her. At the same time, you know, I don't know. She's scary, bro. That's all I can say.
Nah, dude. The thing is, I've read the manga, so my reasonings are more out there right now than yours because you've only seen the anime, right?
You mean Chainsaw Man?
Yeah.
I've seen the. I don't remember if I've seen the full anime because I remembered watching it the first time. It was not for me. The motivation of the main character was just a little bit. I was just kind of like, I don't really know if that's my type of anime. You know what I mean?
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's kind of relatable.
But I was watching it to a certain point. I think if I didn't watch everything, I was close to the end. But I watched the movie, like the recent Chainsaw Man movie. I watched it. It was it's the best anime movie, 100%. Like visually,
Yeah.
it has the best visuals, 100%. Like, you know, from what I've seen. I've seen Demon Slayer, I've seen Dragon Ball Super Broly, and I can confidently say the Chainsaw Man movie looks better. And before I watched it, someone told me that, and I was just not bothered to watch it because it's not really my type of anime, is what I thought. But I watched the movie, and man, like I cannot describe in words what it felt like watching it. Like at some point, I just caught myself with my mouth open and just kind of like. I feel like I think it's a little out of pocket to say it, so I'll keep it brief. Like it literally just felt like I was. I don't know. I was just watching it, and I was just so like. I was just enjoying the fucking crazy effects and all that stuff. I was just laying back, literally, and just. It felt like being high. That's how it felt. Like literally, I don't know.
I feel you, bro. No, seriously, like every day we're seeing just more peak when it comes to animation, bro.
Yes.
Specifically from Mappa, but you know.
Dude, lip syncing is like. It's hard to talk while listening and doing the lip sync. Like I feel like I haven't been doing any progress.
Yeah, Blue. I think eventually you're probably gotta be by yourself, man.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, you told me before you're gonna leave soon, so maybe that's, you know, a good change. I mean, I was planning on streaming alone today anyway, because I did, like, as I said, I just get distracted when I talk. I just can't really focus. So it's a good balance if you're, like, you know, leaving throughout the half. But I do have to train myself to, like, you know, be able to have full conversations while fully focus on the animation as well. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, I almost got it. Oh, that's almost perfect. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yo,
Yeah.
do you think it's still the same person, by the way?
Listen, bro, he has to text me if it's him on DMs. Other than that, I'll just act like it's not the case. And we should also not mention the name, because
we're not.
You know, we want to make sure we're not just calling out names that are not meant to be called out.
Of course. I just know one thing, that if it is the same person we're thinking about, I'm still pissed at him.
Why? Oh.
Dude has not given me an update, bro.
Yeah.
I should kick his ass, but I can't. He's too far.
Okay. Good. We can shade the background character. Nice. After fucking 5 hours of just looking at lips. That's kind of crazy. All right. Oh, okay, you know what? I just saw the message. Now I see what you guys are. Oh, yeah. It's him for sure. But still. I love you, bro. Yeah. If you think this looks amazing, Andrew Gamble, I dare to say my scene is the most, like, you know, underwhelming in the entire episode. Like, I think that's why I'm allowed to stream it, because the rest is just, trust me, the rest outshines this by a mile. So you can definitely look forward to the rest. And also, you know, seeing the work in progress, like right now, like even if you just see the flat shading, like it's not gonna compare to what it looks when the background and the compositing is done. Like especially with the background, like they just leveled up their game. So it's gonna look a lot better than what you're looking at right now.
2026 is gonna be a peak year, bro. Peak year. We're all gonna be eating good.
Since Goku was revealed towards the end of episode 4 of Deliverance, does that possibly mean Super Saiyan 5? I don't know. Honestly, I don't even like know that far into Deliverance, so I don't know. I really can't tell you if that is the case or not.
That is a question for probably the main people, and they're probably gonna tell you nothing.
Obviously, they wouldn't answer that question. You know, it's just something you just gotta you kind of just gotta see where the story goes.
Wait and see.
Yeah. I mean, you should know roughly what happens in episode 5 because there was an end credit scene in episode 4 that was hinting at what comes next. So, and you saw the trailer. So, you should roughly know what you're expecting. Don't get like your hopes. Don't make up you know, your own kind of theories and then expect that. That's not the way to go about it. All right, let me take a sip. What's up, Animation Studio? I feel like I've seen you before. I know they can't answer it. I was just messing around with that question. Yeah, you were trying to kind of squeeze a spoiler out of me, but literally, I don't know. Wait, did I not do oh, I did. Okay, I was about to say. All right. I definitely have seen you. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to say something wrong, so I'm not gonna mention what kind of animations you do. But if you want, you can just maybe remind me. You do Dragon Ball, yeah, I do remember that. Do you maybe have an idea of how long episode 5 of Deliverance would be? You don't have to answer, they don't have to either. I was just simply curious. You're totally free to ask whatever you want, bro. As of course, you know, to a certain degree. Obviously, don't ask me for my phone number and stuff like that. But you know, you're totally valid to ask. You're just curious about the series. And I do know the length, but I don't know if I'm allowed to answer it. That's why I'm not gonna do it. But you're not gonna be disappointed by the length. That's all I can tell you. And that sounds crazy, but you know what I mean. Wait, did Jose leave? Oh shit, he left. Damn, that was English. I guess I misheard his goodbye. Damn. Well, it is fine. I animated my series I'm working on I'm working on in the Dragonball Deliverance server. You mean you send stuff in the Dragonball Deliverance fan server? What's your favorite part to do in the animation process? That's a good question. The thing is, I think I hated every step of the process at least once, and I loved every process at least once. It really depends on the shot that I'm working on, I think, depending on if I get stuck or not. I really like it when it's going the way I planned and it's working, and it doesn't take me forever. Especially in compositing, or even when I do sound editing sometimes, or when I'm especially dude, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, there's in every single process of working on a project, from, you know, planning a scene, like, I'm not even really writing at all, and I made that already clear. But even when I'm like kind of like writing down what I want to do, and then when I'm storyboarding it, and then when I'm kind of like sketching out the animation roughly, what I want to have, how I want to have it, and then from that point either give it to someone to animate it or do it myself, depending on who's got the scene, and it like works, and then, you know, shading looks cool or whatever, and then, you know, I think next would be the voice acting. Yeah, I really love the voice acting part as well. It, like, hearing your characters come to life, and then just such talent, having just such talent voice actors in the team, you know, and they just nail it. That's so fun. It really is. And also just, you know, being in the call with them, kind of like directing and telling them how I kind of want it to sound like, and they kind of see the vision and they just do it, and it's a great time. You know, and then combining that with compositing and like sound editing, and it like is finished and it's good. That's so satisfying. It's so amazing. Very satisfying. That's kind of how it goes with what we just like, or at least I can speak for myself, like what I just like about this stuff. It takes a lot of time. Yes, that's something I don't like, and it can be frustrating. That is something I don't like. But are you proud of yourself when you're, for example, if going to the gym was easy, super easy, for example, and you go to the gym, you had a workout, and but it's like super easy, you did like 5 biceps curls and you go, would you be proud of yourself? Not really, is what I assume, right? Everyone starts small, but I'm just saying, if you're like, let's say, advanced, you probably wouldn't be proud of it, right? But if you invest time in it and you really give it your all, or at least like 80%, you know, at bare minimum, and then you get the reward of seeing the result, and you get positive feedback and stuff, and even feedback like criticism, but constructive, and it helps you improve. I mean, that's why we love what we do. It's just rewarding, man. That's the feeling of just working hard on something, and you can be proud of yourself, really. Like, you kind of prove to yourself you got patience, and you can, you know, stick through it like hard tasks. Because, you know, working on a little animation can be difficult, but it's kind of like it goes on for a few months and then you're finished, you're done. But working on a big project where it just takes a very long time to do, and you have, let's say, a full-time job on the side, like it's just a hobby and stuff, and you stick through it through the end, I mean, that's a whole different story. how long do you guys work on your cuts a day? There is no specific number for that, because everyone has their own life, their own, you know, situations going on. So of course not everyone is gonna, like, you know, it's not a studio or something where you pay people and you give them a schedule and all that stuff. It's just getting people together and agreeing on a deadline. But how you, I mean, I guess if you do like a commission based work, it's kind of the same. You decide yourself when or like how much time you invest a day. But I guess I can speak for myself. I try to get something done every day, and I'm being completely honest, it does not happen every day. Because as I said, I have a job as well. I am exhausted after work, and deciding on if I just sit down and play games or go out and have fun, or sitting at my PC and doing something that is difficult, you don't always, like, at least I don't always make the right choice, but I try to, and it did definitely improve along the last months. So it happens more often than not that I sit down every day and do some sort of progress. And I try to not beat myself up too much if I don't manage to do it, because I mean, at this point I kind of trust myself to do progress at least the day after. But there were other times where I just wasn't doing progress much at all, and that was difficult to figure out. But I'm past that. There are people who work every day for whatever, fucking 6 hours. I'm definitely not like that. I try to keep it fun for myself. But the deadlines seem pretty realistic, I think. So, I don't know. I should be fine. I love how you made bars of completion towards animation process. It almost feels like you're installing or updating something you're really looking forward to seeing and enjoying. Are you talking about the like 71% and 90% like on screen? Because yeah, I was thinking of doing that even on my first streams, but I just kind of forgot and just didn't really know how to do it. But it's pretty simple. I'm streaming on OBS, and I just want to make it like understandable for you guys what is going on, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I also wrote, like, on the bottom left, I think, like, more info in the description, and there is a little bit of, like, in the description is a little bit of context, like what I'm doing, for those who are wondering, where's part 2? Is this part 2? Why are you not working on part 2? You know? So just, you know, to help you guys understand a little bit, and just also it's gonna be fun just seeing the progress bar go up, you know? That's something I can recommend for anyone. Like, I have, for example, like a to-do app, and I write my stuff, not always, but sometimes I write down what I want to do on that day, if it's a lot, and then I check them when I'm done with it, and I don't delete them right after, because I enjoy looking at afterwards, like, hey, I did this thing, you know? It kind of like gives you a little bit of a satisfying feel. I'm lagging hard on call. What about stream? Did you check the stream? Shit. On stream it's fine. I cannot really tell you what the issue is then. Because for me, my Discord says I'm good with my internet. Maybe that's you, I don't know. But then you're YouTube should be lagging as well. It's good now? Okay. Oh, all good, bro. All good. Retone shading, yes or no? Probably yes. I mean, why not? I like three-tone shading. Just for the love of the game, exactly. So what are you guys doing? Are you guys working on anything? I mean, you know. Wait, mailbox? What? What? Did I miss something? Maybe I'm not seeing his message because I have only top chat on. No, I'm not seeing anything. That's weird. Or it's like the Lucario, is that mailbox? Probably. Ah, what's up, man? I think if you think if I Jesus, wait. If I think well, Jesus, wait, what? In any case, I think you are the one who had his scene before mine in the Sparky Zero collab. Jesus, I was trying to like say the sentence like, if I think who I think you are, that like that makes no sense. How do you say it again? Jesus. Yeah, that I'm tweaking. Yeah, all right. Yeah. I think he's the one who had his scene before mine. They're doing a collab. That's cool. That's sick. That was a cool thing that you put together, man. Like, just bringing people together for a collab. You just came out of nowhere. Like, at least I didn't know you before, and I was just kind of like, what? Who are all those people? Like, they're just doing a sick collab, and I don't know like 90% of those guys. And I thought I know a lot of Dragon Ball animators. I mean, I do, but I just didn't know a lot of the ones in the project. Man, I really like connecting with you know, other animators. I haven't done that in very, very long. I only did that, you know, in the times where I was looking for animators for part 1 of Super Hero, because back then I just didn't have the connections. So I was trying to connect with people. But at some point I just stopped because I didn't need to anymore. But I miss it, man. I really want to get to know new animators. I kind of have my team, and we know each other for a couple years now, but the team hasn't changed much at all. And I'm not trying to have it change. I would just love to have just new people that I can vibe with. Even doesn't even have to be working in the project. What the fuck? I guess I was using the wrong color. What are you hoping? What are you hoping is revealed towards the Dragon Ball event later this month? For me, I think best case scenario, 1, a movie. Honestly, a Dragon Ball Super Broly 2. Now that I think about it, or like why Dragon Ball Super Broly 2? Like, that sounds like, you know. That just came out of my head right now, because I think if they just kind of like they left it open-ended at the end, and I don't really know if they need to. I don't even know if they're gonna do that, like more of Broly story and stuff in Super, if they continue Super. So if they do a second movie, because like Frieza, for example, said he wants a partner, so he would be working with someone together. That is, by the way, one of the reasons why I brought Cell in my project, because Frieza was like, hey, I want a partner. And also, just Broly in general is just, I feel like I just want to see more of him, because he just has so much, you know, untold story in him, like so much, like, you know, there's a lot of potential for story. So they either do it in like continuing Super, or they should do it in another movie where Broly is in. But yeah, like either another movie, like basically best case scenario, a movie and continuing Super, but not. Honestly, I'm not even trying to see the manga adaptations. I just hope they do kind of like a. Either they just completely ignore it and come up with something better, or they just move past it and they just kind of do a recap, because I genuinely don't think those arcs are worth adapting. That's just my opinion. A lot of people like the Moro and Granola stuff, but man, that was one hell of a underwhelming arc. At least for me, I don't know. I see very often that people just get hyped over stuff, where I'm like, nah, don't care. What's up, Pan? Animation is going. That's all I can say. It's going. It's going. I don't really know. I'm slow. I need to like just get used to drawing again. I haven't done it in way too long. You hope they do a better version of the manga? Honestly, that's probably the most realistic take. If they adapt the manga, they change it a little bit, just like they did with, I mean, they did that in Super. Not for the same reason, not for the reason of improving it. It was just a thing of, I think they were like taking a different approach with like, it wasn't like they were working with the manga, they were working, the manga and the anime were working with, if I remember correctly, Toriyama's notes and stuff, and then they, and maybe designs, and then they just had their own interpretation of it a little bit. I think that's how it went with the Super manga in when Dragon Ball Super was airing. I hate Daima because of the way he looks in terms of writing and storytelling. Literally, Dragon Ball GT's younger, worse brother, objectively. I don't know about objective, because people can have their opinions, you know, but I don't hate Daima, but I also don't necessarily like it for its story. I like it for its visuals, and I like it for just kind of like the nostalgia with adventures and stuff, you know, just like in classic. Yeah, but I don't, you know, I just don't think the story was all that interesting. And bringing back Super Saiyan 4 was just, I mean, it just felt like the standard for Dragon Ball just is so damn low all of a sudden, since like Super. It's like, are we not trying to come up with something new? That ape transformation weren't it, but the visuals was beautiful. I think the transformation scene in Daima to Super Saiyan 4, like adult Goku, was the best transformation scene in all of Dragon Ball. Visually. That's kind of like whenever I think of Daima, I think of that episode, because it just looked exactly how I want Dragon Ball to look. Could you imagine a remake of Super that covers more aspects of the manga building up to the Moro and Granola arc? That would be cool. I really don't care about Moro arc and Granola arc. I just hope they just move past it as fast as possible and we get to see more of Broly's character, some, you know, just how he's gonna master his power and what, you know, kind of challenges he's gonna face. And kind of like, I just want to see Frieza trying to manipulate him, you know, because it just seemed like, you know, that's how the Super Broly movie ended. Kind of like a, you know, we'll let him do his thing for now. That's what he said. So I'm just curious, and I just want to see, like, what does Frieza have planned for Broly, because he's not just gonna ignore him. That's for sure. I want to see that, and I want to see the other universes, you know, that weren't introduced in Super. They should just continue what they started and not just throw in new shit that is kind of just a recycled shit from what we've seen before, you know. That's just my hope. Yeah, people are talking about Dragon Ball Super remake, but I think that's the worst thing that can happen, because it's like we are not seeing anything new then for so damn long. We may die before we even see what happens after Super, you know? Like, shit, man. The fact that GTA 6 comes out before all that is crazy. That shit is crazy. Are those even his right colors? Apparently. Tom, the thing is, right? I feel like I'm not gonna make progress if I am too deep into a conversation. So you that decision, I'll just leave you with this, and then you can make your decision. You can have the two options. You join call, we have a great time and all that stuff, right? As we always do. But then Deliverance progress is going to be slower, and I may or may not make the deadline, or for today at least, I'll make some progress, and then maybe you can join the next time. That's up to you. I will get you in the call if after that you say you want to join anyway. But I just noticed I'm not really making a lot of progress when I'm talking. Or at least when I'm in a conversation, like in call. I'll leave it up to you guys. Alright, brother. Let's just hope, you know, Shueisha and whoever is in charge are not gonna mess up Dragon Ball all too much. Because they really can mess it up. Like, I feel like we've been waiting so long. If they mess up whatever comes next, there is a chance of Dragon Ball really losing relevance. Like, you know, a lot. So, let's hope they're gonna cook. It may just stay forever, this nostalgia thing where it's like the good old days, Dragon Ball Z and stuff. Thank you, Hunter Gamble. See ya, man. One thing is certain, Blue, the most exciting times in the Dragon Ball franchise awaits us. I really hope that's gonna be the case. I just am so passionate about Dragon Ball that I just have such, you know, I just have like high standards, I guess, over the time where it's just, I just don't accept something like Super Hero or something like, I don't know. Like, I mean, especially not Super Dragon Ball Heroes, like that promotional anime. Like, that, a lot of people like, and that is something where it's like, you can, like, really... I don't want to say, like, you can, gross me out with it, but it's just... I care not in the slightest about that. Except for good animation scenes, which I only remember 1 or 2 in there. That's about it, but like... Yeah, I'm just... Honestly, sometimes I wish I get like easily impressed, just like, you know, the old times. Like, I just watch something, like, you know, it's just when you're doing animation, at some point, and I'm not even saying I'm a good animator, but it just happens, like when you're focused on a certain, let's say, style, like, you know, you animate and all that stuff, eventually you're gonna see flaws that everyone else doesn't see because they don't have, you know, they don't see it through that animator lens. And it's just, man, like I did not know how rough Dragon Ball Super looks until I became an animator. And some other stuff on YouTube. God damn, I'm thirsty. I mean, you know, I'm not even blaming the people who like stuff like Super Dragon Ball Heroes, because it's kind of like, sure, I don't really identify myself with those people, but I mean, I kind of like just I don't know. I feel like there's a meme for it where you just look at someone who doesn't know, like he just kind of enjoys something and he doesn't know what it is, like how bad it is, and you're just kind of like looking at him and it's kind of like, I'll just leave this soul. I'm just not gonna ruin it for him. But I don't know. Sometimes I really can't help myself and I just have to say what I think. Unless it's, you know, of course, when it comes to like, you know, when it comes to official stuff, I don't really hold back, I guess, because there's not really much of a reason to. But when it comes to like other, you know, fan animations or artists or something like that, and they're just not on a certain level yet, you know, it's just kind of like, there's absolutely no point on shitting on them because everyone used to start somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, I want more artists. I want more artists than ever before because AI is gonna be everywhere, bro. Like, I am so not looking forward to seeing AI slop everywhere, you know, that is like on a good level, because those times will come. And sooner or later, people will have to adapt and integrate AI. That doesn't mean that they have to fully generate videos, but maybe just, you know, stuff that no one really enjoys, like let's say cleaning art. You have a sketch and then you just gotta do clean line art. Maybe that process can be taken over by AI, and not even to the point where you just let it do its thing and then accept whatever it spits out. Like, you still do a trial and error and you go back and you do individual fixes. Like, you're still the artist, you're still in full control of the creative process, and there, like, it's not, you know, it's just not taking over too much of the work. It just kind of speeds up the stuff that isn't really enjoyable for artists in the first place, you know. If you choose to do that, you know, you're totally valid if you still want to clean yourself, you know. But if you full on generate our art and then use that, that's just something I don't really stand behind, or whatever it's called. That's something I don't really agree with. So yeah, I want more artists, I want more smaller creators to just start projects and just do stuff, do what they enjoy. and not get discouraged and not get, you know, demotivated by negative comments and stuff. Modern Dragon Ball AI slop will never be as good as traditional fan-made or even official animation. It lacks the soul of animation. Everyone will admit that. That's how it is right now, and I hope it stays that way. But, you know, just being realistic, it is gonna get it on a... It is gonna get better. That's a fact. Eventually, it will get to a point where you're not gonna be able to tell. And AI doesn't just affect artists, it will affect everyone at some point. Every job, everything. But, you know, I say to my animator friends, like, that is not a reason to stop doing what you're doing. All I'm saying is enjoy now, you know? Just enjoy now and just do what you want to do before it gets to the point where people will not care anymore, to be honest. So right now people still care, so do something right now and don't wait. And who knows, maybe it's not as bad as we think it will be, but just... yeah, just always try to respect human over AI. What's up? Yeah, man. I don't really care about AI, really. Like, whenever it hits my screen, it's just... you're just able to tell instantly, and it's like so bad. It's so bad. The only sad thing is seeing people in the comments enjoying it. It's like, what? Like, you like that? What? How? But then again, it's kind of like, they just don't see it through the lens of an animator. They see it through the lens of seeing Goku and then getting hyped instantly, you know? Yeah, I notice I'm much faster if I don't have someone in call. But yeah, I definitely want to make sure I get used to it in the future. To like just have people in call, to keep the stream less boring, just like right now. But my priority right now is to meet the deadline, so a sacrifice. Some of the hardest choices require the strongest wills. Whatever. Yo, isn't like Avengers Doomsday coming out soon or whatever? At least I saw like a trailer.
Searching for the moments I'm a little less 25. A little less 25. A little less. Searching for the moments I'm a little less 20. A little less 25.
It is just like a non-copyright music playlist. Yes, it is random. I did not select this fucking 2012 YouTube intro ass music. No, it is random. Yeah, I did not choose it. The thing is, I can't just play any music; it will get copyrighted. That's why I'm using a no copyright music playlist. And you'll always be able to tell that it is no copyright music because it's just not it. But yeah. All right. Three-tone shading for a small character for no reason, but why not? Wait, is that the same hair animation? It might be. I can technically reuse it if it's the same. Is it? Let's see. I think it's the same layer. I may not have to redo the hair. Yeah. Is it? Yes. It's the same hair animation. Nice. So I may not even have to redo it. That's good.
So why is it so hard to let you go?
Almost. It saves a lot of time for sure. Hmm. It's weird. It's not... Yeah, I don't know. Well, anyways. The top is pretty much where it should be. The bottom just... Yeah. But yeah, that's easy. I can definitely delete the shading layer. What? Is it thicker? Why? Yeah, it is a little bit thicker. I do not know why. I mean, this line art in general is thicker. That makes no sense. If ever so slightly. Yeah, that's weird. Maybe I'm using the wrong brush size the entire time. Sheesh! I'll keep it consistent for that, for this frame then. Or for this drawing. It won't get a line filter most likely anyway, because it's too small. What the freak? Oh. I'm drawing on the wrong layer. I don't know why this is here. Wrong layer again, bro. Come on now. I see why you asked me, mistake, for if the music is a random playlist, because the music is just not necessarily what I would listen to, but it's better than no music, I guess. Yeah, copyright trust. It's not gonna be fun. Yeah, I know, bro. Hold on, let me try to skip. Actually, you know what? Let's see if I can find another no copyrighted. But I know they're all ass, bro. Like I don't know. You know, I really don't know what to choose, man. They're all hot garbage. I mean, that's why they're free, you know? I'll try another one. I cannot promise that it's better. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, bro. I mean, listen. I hope it's not too loud, by the way. Like, do you have to have the volume like up so you can like hear the music? Because that's how it's supposed to be. Like, I don't want to force you, you know what I mean? If it's low, like you could technically keep the music, like you could keep the stream low and you're gonna be hearing me perfectly fine, but like you barely hear the music. That's perfect. Bro. This is like if you would look up on YouTube goodvibes.mp3. It is what it is. I will say that my favorite classic antagonist from Z is Cell, while in modern Dragon Ball Super is the conflict between Goku Black and Moro. Cell is a cool villain for sure. Dude, yeah, sometimes you need to be careful, because sometimes, you know, it can say no copyright or whatever, and then later you get a notification because of copyright problems. So, there is a YouTube channel called N something. Hold on. NCS, I think. Like, it is basically literally the channel name is No Copyright Music, and it has like thousands of songs. That's like literally where I'm getting the music from. And I'm playing it from, I think, Spotify or something. And yeah, it's just, you know, just so there's no issues with copyright and shit. Sheesh, what the frick? Oh. I understand. No, as an animator, we do not choose the music. Like, the animators are not the ones who do the directing of the episode. There are animators, there are voice actors, there are sound designers, there are music composers. Everyone has their own role. And then there are people like, for example, Tomotion, who are directing the episode while also, you know, animating and being involved here and there. And he's the one who, with the other directors, like, decide what is the music gonna be, how are the voices supposed to sound, you know, all that stuff. And then at the end of the day, they just tell the people, you know, the team members, this is how it's supposed to be, and they will leave room for creativity as much as it can be, you know. You can't just fully say YOLO and just give it to someone. Like, you do have to have clear instructions. But in my opinion, you should always leave room for creativity, because sometimes something really cool comes out of it. So yeah, like, I don't decide what the music is gonna be for Deliverance, but for example, for the superhero project, my project, because it is my project, I'm directing it, I'm deciding what the music is supposed to sound like there. But that doesn't mean that I'm the one doing it. I have a music composer. In fact, it's the same one as the one from Deliverance. If they only have one, I don't know if they have more, because I think they had multiple in episode 4. And also, it's not fully decided, like, yet, if the music composer is going to be doing music for all of part 2, because so far he's done for the teaser that's coming up. I'm pretty positive it's going to happen, but it's not fully decided yet. But in any case, at the end of the day, we just give notes on what it's supposed to sound like, for example, and then they just go on and, you know, work on their interpretation of our notes when it comes to, you know, for example, my project. But for Deliverance, probably going to be the same. I can't really speak much for the direction, you know, perspective of Deliverance, because I'm not the one directing it. But I would just assume that the directors just describe what the music is, for example, supposed to sound like, and then they just kind of go back and forth and say, hey, you know, I'm looking for more of like this tone, fix it a little bit this way, this and that, whatever. Just regular directing, you know. And yeah, for like animation, for me it was just you're given a script, with like an explanation of what's happening, and context and character sheets, and then you're just kind of storyboarding your scene. You're kind of like, okay, this is what's going on, this is roughly how long it's supposed to be, so I'm gonna storyboard my visual interpretation of the script, and then you get corrections for it. They tell you, hey, this is how I envisioned it, yours is kind of too different, let's fix it this way. And then you apply those corrections, and then you also go back and forth until you have like an agreement on what it's gonna look like. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't even have to be on both parties. Like, the directors tell you what to do, and that's just how it's supposed to be. It's just in any production how it goes. And then you just do an animatic. You kind of like move the storyboard around. A storyboard, for those who don't know, literally making rough sketches, like very, very rough drawings of just where is the character standing, what kind of movement is he gonna do. It's just kind of like rough sketches, kind of like a comic version of the animation you're gonna do. And then you do an animatic where you just take your storyboard and you just kind of move it around very roughly to kind of get an idea of what it's going to be like. And that's also when it gets determined how long the episode is going to be. And then from that point, the actual sketching phase happens, where it's like, okay, it's good like this. This is the direction we're going to go. Now it's time to do the proper sketches. So you draw out the shots and you do the sketches as clean as possible, so that the details can be seen. And then you get corrections, like art corrections from the supervisor, to make sure bye bye Jace, to make sure like the art is on model and stuff. And then once you get corrections, you apply the corrections, you clean it, you shade it, you make it corrections again if needed. You apply those, and then your scene is done as an animator. That's your task. That's it. Very simply put, but you don't have the tasks of, deciding the music and all that stuff as an animator. And of course, that's how it's supposed to be, because it wouldn't make the most sense to have animators decide that. But there's always room for suggestions, you know what I mean? Sometimes people in my team make a suggestion for something, and I'm like, yeah, I like that. And then we use it, if it's in, in a realistic, I guess, like if it's a realistic suggestion. I mean, I really don't have to go too deep with the details here. He's literally so damn small in the background. It is very laggy, holy shit. Task manager. The fuck is going on? Jeez! That is a lot of CPU usage. I guess my PC is not the newest. Jeez. Well, anyways. Alright, I think this shot is like almost done. I literally just gotta do that effect thingy, but I really don't feel like doing that one. That is just, I don't know. I'll save that for later. Let's see what we got going on for this file. I got 3 files in total. This is 1 file. Everything that I'm gonna play right now is 1 file. And I got 3 of those. You're gonna see the other 2 when I get to them. I don't want to show everything from the start. Well, this is obviously gonna be a 3D shot, so it's just a rough sketch. That's Daiko, and yeah, that silhouette effect was a very specific vision. Not from me, but yeah. Alright, that's 1 file, and I got 3 of those. I'll work on this one next, I guess. Man, this... I shaded this last year sometime. I don't fully remember when. Oh, wait a minute. What is going on there? Why is the earring not... Okay, something is... Yeah, I guess I forgot to shade this. A lot of layers. I mean, this is not a lot. I'll tell you what's a lot. Actually, this one for some reason is not as much as I remember. Why do I feel like this had more? But there's another one that has a lot. I mean, this one has quite a lot. Yeah. Oh. Let's see. Are the boys still in voice chat? Yeah. I think I'm gonna... Yeah. I'm gonna join the boys on the Deliverance working server. Because I think at this point I just kind of want to... You know, I want to work on the shot and just have a regular ass conversation with the boys. So I will end the stream. I appreciate everyone who was stopping by. And, you know, even though it's maybe 2 people left watching. Okay, it's 8. But still. Yeah, man. I will probably stream this week again on Saturday. We'll see. And let me actually update the percentage by 1% for the Deliverance progress. Hold on. There you go. 72%. Let's go! Alrighty, see ya. Yeehaw!